Hi guys, welcome to the video. Topic is a what if that I had yesterday, I believe, or before that, and it's the following idea. You have on ArcoLinux the possibility to get ISOs also with an, let's have a look, sure, here, where they have the different kernel. So XS, D, XL are all the same Linux kernel. But this is linux-lts, this is Linux Zen and Linux xanmod. The thing is, the kernels are not coming from ArcoLinux, they're coming from ArcoLinux. And in the case of xanmod, they're coming from Garuda, from their repo. We have made videos where we teach you how to build your own personal xanmods, and then you descend from 300 megabytes to 50 megabytes, right? Because then the kernel only has the things it needs for your motherboard hardware in general. The idea I had is never been recorded yet, and that's the following idea. Why do we have these things, right? Because you told us, Eric, I need to boot up with linux-lts. I need to not first boot up a Linux kernel and then install linux-lts in Calamares. No, I need to really boot up with the linux-lts kernel. And then we gave you the options later on. Why not then Zen and why not xanmod? So you have 4 ways to try and install ArcoLinux. All of these is the Linux kernel, LTS, Zen and xanmod. Now what if you're one of those people that say, Eric, I need it to be LTS, for example, or it needs to be Zen or xanmod, but if you install that one, you got XFCE. What if you already made the choice to have Plasma or Mate? Can you build an ArcoLinux XS, right? How to explain that one? With LTS, well, maybe it's better the other way around to explain it like that. ArcoLinuxB Plasma, but with the Linux LTS kernel. What we need is this code, and tell them not to put XFCE on the ISO, but Plasma, and let it build the ISO. Burn it on a USB and you'll have ArcoLinuxB Plasma LTS or ArcoLinuxB Mate LTS, ArcoLinuxB Cinnamon LTS. That's the goal. We're not going to release more ISOs, right? You need to build that for yourself. Is that even possible? Okay. On the GitHub, what do we need? ArcoLinuxB, correct. We're gonna need this one. Now I need to choose a Plasma. I'm gonna choose Plasma, but we need to choose a desktop, right? Plasma or anything else. There are more. View all repositories. There's a lot more. I have to make a choice. Okay. So where was Plasma? It's gone. Here he is. So if I say this is it, where will I work? I will work on the desktop, but there are a lot of things on the desktop which I'm not sure yet that I can delete it. So let's move this here and that there. So git clone, you get the code how to build an Arco Plasma, but we're also going to need how to build an ArcoLinux XS. So we're on a different kind of GitHub for ArcoLinux XS. I'll have to take, again, I have to make a choice, right? Is it going to be this one? Is it going to be that one? Now, this is not what I need, but I do need LTS. So ArcoLinux XS LTS. We can build an ISO, no problem, simple. You just run number 30 in here, 40, sorry, and then the output is an ISO with the current kernel, the current packages and all that. You can have it. Now, what we don't have, control voila, like this. So I got these two guys. This is the code, and that's the code. Now I have to think myself, because this is the first time I've ever done that. So the Arco Plasma, this one, yes, this one and this one maybe is easiest, yeah, comparing. There's not much to compare, there's not much in here, right? ArchISO is just a file, so that's not interesting, and all the rest is not interesting. So the only thing I need is the packages for Plasma. This is Plasma, Control C, and I put it next to the other one, Control V. These are the packages to create XFCE. These are the packages to create Plasma. How do we compare? And this is where it gets tricky. Do I need powerful control on my future ArcoLinuxB Plasma LTS? Right? No. Do I need D menu? No. JK? Yes, no. Awesome terminal fonts? Why no? Not for Plasma, but it's in here for some reason. Arc Darkest? No. A render Askenema, we can skip that. GNOME Disk Utility? Why no? Not necessary. HTOP, I'm not a fan for it, so no. JSON CP, let's keep everything as is. Player CTL, no. Polgit GNOME, not really, because Plasma has its own. It's just a double one. Look at that, I've discovered something. And then Qt5 CT, no, never install Qt5 CT on Plasma. And then speed test, wow, just applications, right? Breeze, yes, sure. Sardi icons, no. ArchISO, no. So this is the one we're going at. That this is going to be the final list, not this one. Yakowake, yes, I'm a fan of Yakowake. F12 drops down. Conquer collection for Plasma, that's correct. Faces indeed not needed. Sardi Arc, not needed. We're gonna go for Surfen Plasma Dark. Local applications, don't think so, no. Local XFC, not needed. ArcoLinux logout, no, we have another system to log out there. K services, yes. K2 Plasma, yes. Panel profiles, no. Do we need this on Plasma? Oh, look at that. We're using the Plasma Nemesis here. Better check that out. Reminder. Now, often it's just exactly the same, but it's it crept in. It's not intentional, this one. Okay, Plasma. Alright, and Plasma. And here is difficult, right? System installation, that's still okay. Here, what do we do here? Because we want to have the LTS, that's gonna be an issue. Because in the Calamares installation, we tell them something about LTS. We tell them to make init CPO LTS. This is the bottleneck. This is the bottleneck. Mugshot menu libre. No, we don't want XFC4 goodies. This is XFC is out. Boom. XFC is out. This, of course, we need linux-lts. Plasma Wayland session. If you want to try the Wayland session, you need to add it. And here's a lot more, right? So this is all KDE from here, all KDE. So basically I better do this, Control C, pop it all in, and at the bottom say, and don't forget the Linux kernel. So the only thing I'm not sure of what's gonna be best, and I think this is gonna be best, is the Calamares configuration, which we can change on the fly. Right, just made a video about that. We can change it on the fly. Saturday icons we don't need. We have the surfen breeze, surfen. Where are you? Control find surfen. Next. Here he is. Surfen plus plasma dark icons is these guys that we need, not those other guys. That's okay. Fine. Arch ISO, don't need it. Arch ISO is to build ISOs. Breeze, yeah, sure, breeze on plasma. And you go over it again and again till everything is okay. And then you Control S, Super F, kill this thing, and that's the one that's going to be deleted. This is the one we're going to use. Let's try this. Now, if you want to have a change of name, that's possible, right? ArcoLinux XS, if letters allow, there's a maximum of these ISO labels, because this is also something, that's also something. So if you think, oh my god, it's not going to be enough, then you do P or something, or Plasma, or KDE, that's already a little bit less. That's just naming. Save. Now desktop is Plasma, and Plasma, save. Anything else? We'll see. And then you run 40. I will see. So KDE LTS, that's the long name. Better than Plasma. 3 Plasma 3, 6 and 3, so 3 letters saved. Let's pause the video and then we play around with it later on. Reminder of the goal: can we build an ArcoLinuxB ISO that's not with the Linux kernel, with anything else? LTS, Xen, hardened, xanmod, not hardened. LTS, Xen and xanmod, that's what we have. Alright, we've got ourselves no checkups, but we do have an ArcoLinux XS LTS. So the naming is wrong, but that's okay as long as we've got an ISO. ArcoLinux, this one has the out. ArcoLinux XS KDE LTS. Where is, wait, like this, and then like that. This one, so we don't have an ISO, but we do have it here. No. Oh my god. So somewhere in the scripts, let's see, at the time it's 9055. So this is the ISO we've built. Here the name is correct and here it's not, but that's the one we need. All right, that's just scripting. All of this can go 14, 15, and we're now today 15. So I've built 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, that can go. So this is the one that I need. Super F7. And then we have our test or Plasma Otherwise I will know later on what it was again. Plasma LTS. Up drive, choose the disk file over here, ArcoLinux out, that's the one. Open. Let's see what we get. First time for me as well. So we boot up. XFCE should not be present. All things go wrong when we boot up. It is expecting as XFCE. Plasma will be there. Surprise, surprise. No. Like I said, you have to follow the reasoning of the computer. First SDM, then what will follow, right? So we have Plasma Wayland, that's something already. So X11, not Wayland's. This is okay, we know it's okay, it's a live user and there's no password. It's documented, it's set in so many videos, you can see it in the welcome, so just enter. Oops. All right. Okay. Good. So we got ourselves that. Do we have LTS? Oh yes, we've booted up with LTS. That's a good thing, right? That's one hurdle less. Now, if we're gonna go for an installation, right, cancel. If we go for an installation, then he will probably think, let's see what he thinks, right? Calamares, Calamares. He thinks that he wants to, at some point in time in the modules, is going to remove stuff. Arco, Calamares, config, xs, LTS. Check. So sudo well keyboard sudo pacman -sy. Databases are there. Arco like this. Will there be no issue? Do I need to change something? He's gonna remove this one. Config xs LTS. I think we're gonna run something somewhere. Maybe it's better not to do the advanced installation, do an offline, although just means more download and more selecting and more download, nothing more actually. Let's see where the errors will come, and then I'll change Calamares on the fly. Because the end result has to be one, I boot up live DVD LTS, check. And afterwards, of course, we need to have LTS as well. So now he's unpacking the image. And the package, the image is gonna be in temp Calamares, and here later on we'll have kernels. All right. So here's your proof. We're booting up with LTS. But we do like to have a Plasma later on with LTS. I did not select LTS. That could be also an option. If it doesn't work in Calamares, we can say go grab LTS. But it's there already, so should not be a problem. But come on, brain. We'll just see. Pausing. In the meantime, it's a bit further. And in the meantime, oh, here we are, right? The Linux kernel, Linux LTS kernel is here. So we're getting ready, that's good. and we can follow it a little bit if you click this one, open settings.conf, and we are at the end. So all these modules, he goes over it, and here we are at one of those guys, bootloader. Here he is, and there we go. Wow, that will be easy. If we do it like this, you can have an Mate LTS or Mate Zen, or I don't know, Mate xanmod, but it's something you need to build. There are already enough ISOs for me to build. Did you see LTS? There we are. More important, there we are on LTS. So we've created an ArcoLinuxB LTS, well, Plasma LTS. That's what we've now created. It's not gonna go on the SourceForge or whatever, right? If you need it, the knowledge is here. It's possible. We share the knowledge. Build your own ISO. It's even possible, you see it, that you can build an ArcoLinuxB Desktop X, LTS, Zen or xanmod. Alright, enjoy.